Hello everybody, Divine Pisces 222. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. As most of you know, today is 8/8. It is the peak of Lion's Gate. And so, you know, the essential portal for twin flames. I just want to share, on that note, I had a dream last night about lions. Which of course is significant for me for a couple of reasons. A, because of Lionsgate, and B, because I'm a liar and starseed. So felines are very prevalent in my life, and of course the fact that Leos seem to be everywhere in my life as well. But it was so weird. I was in this house. It wasn't my actual house. It was a different house, and I walked outside, and I was like on the plains, and there was this pride of lions. There's one male and several females. One of the females came over to me and basically was guiding me toward the pride, and there was another female who had cubs, and she let me, like, you know, love on the cubs and play with the cubs, and I felt very at peace, very comfortable with this pride of lions. And I was walking around with this one female who was guiding me. She was there the entire time, pretty much right beside me the entire time. And as we were walking, all of a sudden there were a couple of hyenas in the distance that kept getting closer and closer. And she kind of tensed up, and she's like, hold up, hold up, hold up. And we were watching these hyenas approach. And the hyenas started coming at me. And at first, the male lion, who was kind of off in the distance, he came in and he took one of them out, right? And then another female came by and took another one out. And the female that was with me was guiding me basically back to my house, watching my back. Trying to get me to safety, where I went in, closed the door, and that was the end. So I found that very interesting. I've still not 100% figured out the meaning of that dream, but if anybody has any ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm very, very curious if anybody has any ideas on what that was about. So also, if you guys have been having dreams or anything like that, let me know. Very, very interested. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this going. So the first card that came out here is Pisces. So again, the collective just in general feeling very pulled in two different directions. I do feel a lot of 5D communication is happening, possibly in dreams, some past life visions I feel here. A lot of emotion, almost like hiding of emotion too. I feel like some of you in the collective are not being honest with your emotions. A lot of you are probably feeling very, very, again, frustrated. The frustration seems to be pretty high here lately. Those of you who are feeling frustrated, I believe it's at this point, it's not even really with your divine masculine right now. The feminines, I feel like you're really just frustrated with yourself as to why you can't seem to, what's the word I'm looking for, get out of this place that you're in, whether you're stuck in your head or, you know, maybe you're stuck somewhere that you really don't want to be. But I do still feel a lot of sexual energy from both twins here, a lot of pull in the sacral chakra, a lot of impatience, a lot of, again, need for movement, need for communication, possibly some anger on both sides of the collective today. Again, not necessarily towards their counterpart, just more angry with the situation, maybe with themselves as to why they can't seem to get out of whatever situation they're in. And some of you, I feel, may be getting communication, or you have had communication recently from your twin, from your divine masculine. Some of you, I feel like, are wanting to reach out again. Some of you, divine feminines in the collective, reaching out to your divine masculines. That's okay. Again, just remember what I said. Release expectations, okay? It's okay to reach out to them, right? You just don't want to expect what's going to happen next. Okay, you may trigger them, and it may be a good thing, right? So I do, again, feel like a lot of twins in the collective are getting some downloads from Source, especially today at the peak of, you know, spiritual ascension here. This is almost telling me that it's actually telling me that Source is telling you that your happiness, it is in your own hands here. Okay, so those of you who have been feeling frustrated, who've been feeling stuck, who's been feeling unhappy, it is in your own hands here. Sure, you're going to have, you know, some guidance from source, but you have to get yourself unstuck because it is an illusion, right? That's interesting. All right, so let's take a look at the Divine Masculine Collective today, see how they're doing in the 3D. That was fast. Okay. Tell you what, Spirit has been on for me lately. It's been throwing cards left and right. All right, so again, Divine Masculine feeling very frustrated, a lot of need to move here. They really want to move. Maybe literally, I feel like there are some Divine Masculines who may be actually moving, literally. Maybe to be closer to their Divine Feminine. And maybe some of you who live in different areas, different countries, maybe different parts of a country. I feel like they're wanting to move to be closer to you. Okay, and they may be communicating this, but they may not. But yeah, they're feeling very, very overwhelmed right now by the situations that they're in. As I stated yesterday, a lot of them are in very toxic situations, possibly some abusive ones. So they are feeling very burdened right now. A lot of heavy energy surrounding that. Also, possibly, maybe they're financially burdened. Maybe some of them are not in a financially good place right now. If it's telling me some of you Divine Feminines who have Divine Masculines, maybe who are recently divorced, who had children, possibly, you know, obviously there's a financial issue there if they're having to, you know, pay for the child support and whatnot, right? Right, so they are financially right now, I think a lot of Divine Masculines are pretty dependent on someone or a job here that they're afraid to give up because they really don't want to be stuck without it because they need it, right, for these burdens that they're having to deal with, right? So they need this. And so, this is actually telling me some divine masculines here are actually dependent on an older woman. So maybe a mother, grandmother, aunt, some sort of older woman in their life. Maybe their karmic is older than them. Okay, offers stability there for him, right? And so he's got a lot of inner conflict here. He's like, should I stay and be unhappy and be financially stable, or should I go and find my happiness and go into the unknown? That's basically what's happening here, right? His higher self is like, get out! Right? Get out of here! You don't want to be here. Right? Take that leap. Get out. Get away from the karmic situation that you're in. It's not good for you. It's not good for you at all. Right? Those hyenas are coming after you. Right? Lion's like, get out. It's not a safe place. Maybe that was it. And Lion's telling me I need to get out of mine. Alright, let's take a look at Divine Feminine today, see how she's doing. Alright, okay. Yeah. Divine Feminine also feeling very, very stuck here, okay? And this is a reflection of the Divine Masculine. So you have the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, vice versa, however you want to depict that. Source here, orchestrating everything, right? So both of you right now are feeling the fire. You are feeling the passion. You are feeling the need to move. Feeling the need to move. Those of you in karmic situations that are also toxic, okay, you're also feeling this. So there's a lot of mirroring going on here between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. Okay? So Divine Feminine here, you know, is really taking in, you know, the teachings, she's understanding what's going on here. She's looking to source. She's getting the information that she needs to sustain herself. Divine Masculine back here, he's like, oh yeah, I'm super, super thirsty, right? But he's like, it's like Source, while not necessarily turning his back on him, it's like he's really not trying to get Source's attention to help him here, okay? He's stuck, he's with the karmic here, okay? And so instead of turning to Source like Divine Feminine is doing here, Divine Masculine is just like, nah, I got this, right? But he really doesn't. He really doesn't. Because the wolves are closing in on him, right? And Divine Feminine sees this. Divine Feminine sees this. And I think Divine Feminine also, again, is surrounded by karmic situations that are not good for her, right? So Divine Masculine, she feels this. Divine Masculine, this is where he's wanting to go, right? The flame, right? The twin flame. But he is surrounded. He is surrounded by karmic situations. And he just doesn't know what to do. So he's taking a time out. He's taking a time out. So Divine Feminine, you know, I know, again, he's calling for help, and you're like, I'm done helping him. But in reality, you're helping yourself. Okay, you're helping yourself. By helping yourself, you help your twin get out of this that he's in, right? Okay. Again, mirroring the Divine Masculine here, Divine Feminine, I feel like you are feeling a little bit defeated. Not necessarily by the journey this time. I know that that's been a running theme for a while, but this time it's like you're feeling really, really burdened down, really depressed about a certain karmic situation, or possibly some karmic situations. You're still clinging to the truth here, though. Okay? Don't let them defeat you. Okay? Don't let the hyenas defeat you. Right? Alright, Divine Feminine also, I feel like in the 3D, possibly, again, very financially dependent on someone or something. And I've been saying this, like, if you guys, and this keeps coming up, so I feel like there's a lot of you guys who are financially dependent on a job that you absolutely hate. Or you're in a place that you absolutely hate. Or you're at a job that doesn't treat you right. So those of you who are in those situations here, it's telling me to tell you, you need to get out. Right? Don't feel depressed about it. Right? Get out. Get out. Find your happiness. Don't worry about the how so much, okay? Just focus on the what, and the how will present itself. Okay? Alright, let's get some messages from our Divine Masculines to our Divine Feminines today. I'm going to use Divine Messages Oracle. Alright, yeah. Be true to yourself. Stand in your truth. Don't let the wolves come at you. Stand there with your sword. Fight off the wolves. Right? Fight off the wolves. Be true to yourself. Don't let doubt creep in either. I feel like a lot of you are doubting yourselves right now. And don't forget to ask your spirit guides. Ask Source for help if you need it. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. Be like, nah, I got this. Maybe you don't. Okay, that's the first step to realizing, I guess, you know, that you're an ego. You know, when your brain's like, nah, you got this. You don't need to ask for help. You might. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for help. And again, like, reflect on your truth, I feel like is kind of the same as stand in your truth, but in this case, it's telling me that, like we said earlier, you are mirroring each other. Okay? So if you are standing in your truth, if you are doing the work, if you are doing your healing, it's going to help him find the strength to stand in his truth. Whether it be about the connection, or maybe he's just in a situation that he doesn't want to be in, and he's afraid to stick up for himself. Okay, you'll give him the strength to stand up for himself and to get out of those situations that he should not be in, or that he got himself in, really, right? Okay. Alright, so let's, we're going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle for some messages from Source to the Divine Feminine Collective today. I love it. I love when this happens, right? It's just like, you know, it's going to happen. So Lion Spirit, be generous, not just to those around you, but be generous to yourself. Take care of yourself. Nurture your spirit, right? Be loyal to the journey. Be loyal to yourself. And remember, you are not alone, okay? You have a soul family. You have a pride, all right? So I think I love this card because not only, you know, the rebirth down here, but it depicts here the third eye, right? And so if you know anything about bats, you know that they're pretty much blind, right? But yet they can still see. They can see in the dark. And how do they see? Energy. Energy, right? And it reflects back, and they can see without using their eyes. It's a perfect metaphor for the third eye. Use your third, it's skipping, sorry. So yeah, perfect depiction for the third eye. Okay, and I said this in the last reading, I believe. Some of you are having issues with your third eye. Clear that chakra, because that is the information, right? That is how it's given to you. You get the downloads from the head chakra, but it is shown to you in your third eye, which allows you to speak your truth from the throat chakra, which allows you to feel love from the heart chakra, which allows you to have confidence, your solar plexus, so on and so forth, right? And be at home. Be at home with yourself, okay? You want your divine masculine, but you don't need him. Why? Because you are already at home. You are already one within yourself. You are already in union. Okay? Don't forget that. Separation is an illusion. Be at home. You are home. Okay? Alright, guys. Well, I sincerely hope this has resonated for you. If it has, please like, share, subscribe. Also, don't forget about the free reading contest, and I will link that video in the description box for you guys, for those who have not seen it. So I'd like to give as many people a chance to win as possible, so I'm going to leave it up through tomorrow, okay? And I'll choose the winner. I'm actually going to probably do it randomly. I'm not really quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, okay? So just bear with me, but I will announce the winner sometime this weekend for you guys, okay? Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and that's it. I guess I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.